welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. But he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Got an open man, it's Pickens. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3-and-out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The first carry down. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 9. Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts. And this is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's Hurts to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Cowboy first down.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Dallas.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Jaden Blue.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And running room Time scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Take it at the 37. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Well, just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Throwing. Prescott.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Cowboy first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Now Prescott. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cowboys.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On first down, it's Blue. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Prescott to throw it.
Left side to Lamb.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
First down, Dallas.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal from the 3. Williams. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Play action now. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys! Javonte Williams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Shifts by him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. In motion right is Brown. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's good.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Well, now how about this return?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And out now come the Cowboys.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And a Cowboy first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14. First down, Cowboys.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And again, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete down the field to Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant to Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Eagles 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Tolbert. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Throwing. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Cowboys field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. Halftime here on Monday
All right,
Night
Brandon,
Primetime.
thanks much.
Scott
Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Prescott yet again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Handoff, Blue running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Prescott. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 24, Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
15 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. This will be caught once again by Brown. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll give to Williams, running right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Prescott's pass.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup. And a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, That tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jordan Davis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now first and goal.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now Dak. That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down at the 50-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw, Prescott.
Buying time to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 14.
As he'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Prescott. He's got this to Pickens.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Dak. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's first and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Williams will try again. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
Short of the goal line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And this one is right through. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.